It is now my pleasure to welcome our keynote speaker. We've been in the office, I must say, the last 2 months, bubbling with anticipation and enthusiasm. And when Tikvah arrived a couple days ago, she exceeded anything we ever had dreamed would be in this woman who is just amazing in every sense of the word. So without further ado, Tikvah Juni.
Thank you for inviting me to speak about inclusion. I feel privileged to speak to beautiful young people who give up their free time to open their hearts so that kids with special needs are able to feel like they belong. I want to talk today about being different. I want to explain how it feels when others treat me like I am different. I want to explain how it feels when other people treat me like I matter. I'll try to give you a good picture of life I had in school and camp, what made me feel happy and what hurt. I want you to understand what it's like to be different from your classmates and bunkmates from your community. I want you to know how hard it is sometimes to help people like each of you can really make a real difference. So here is my story. When I was a Jewish kid, the Jewish preschools wouldn't accept me because I looked different. Maybe they thought that other kids wouldn't come to their school if I was there. So I went to a special school for a few years. I learned to read and write and gained the skills I would need to be successful. My classmates and friends also had special needs too, so I fit in perfectly. Eventually, a mainstream yeshiva agreed to accept me. I worked very hard in school. I spent many hours each night working with a tutor to keep up, so I wouldn't be different from my classmates. Many girls were kind and friendly and nice, but not everyone. Let me tell you a sad story that happened to me, so you would understand what being different means. There were kids in my class who I thought were my friends. I remember when a group of an in-crowd invited me for a sleepover. I was very excited that the cool girls wanted to hang out with me. Since this was my first invitation, I did not know what to expect. So when I was told that I would have to pay the girls in order to be a part of the sleepover, it sounded okay with me. But later I found out that I was the only girl who was asked to pay. I realized that they were only using me. That hurt. I also must tell you how wonderful it felt when some from my class would stop by on Shabbos to visit. I felt like $1 million, having fun with girls my age. Those visits lit up my Shabbos, and it made my week. But I also will tell you that on most weekends, I sat by the window watching the girls running back and forth between each other's houses, waiting for one of them to knock on my door and invite me to join. But they rarely ever did. I wanted to be included so badly, but I was different, so they forgot about me. They may say hi when they saw me in shul, but I was often off the radar when it came to anything more than a hello. I want you to try to feel what it means to be labeled as different. It's like having a warning sign flashing over your head all the time. It's like having a kick me sign taped to your back and never being able to take it off. It's never being able to say to the world, I had enough of being different. My label says Down syndrome, but other labels come in different sizes and shapes. I did not put that label on myself. I never asked for it. And it's not fair. I'm going to have it all my life. Being different in any way is hard. Sometimes people just can't see past our labels. Yes, we are different, but we're also human beings. And we all deserve to be treated with respect. I believe in Hashem. I believe Hashem made me the exact way He wanted me to be. Do I wish Hashem made it easy for me to fit in? Of course I do. But I am who I am. I cannot change what I am. But you can change how others treat me and how others make me feel. When my friend called me to see how my weekend was, I feel loved. When the teacher who I work with at school gives me work to do, she makes me feel valued. When someone in shul says Good Shabbos to me, I feel like I'm part of a community and that I belong. Special kids feel accepted when you treat them like an equal and a friend. I am truly blessed by Hashem, and I have a very fulfilling life. I have a job as an assistant teacher in a special school, and I enjoy my work. I live in a supported apartment with 3 other young women with special needs, and we have counselors who help us out. I love many things: art, going out to eat, hanging out with friends, ice cream, and the Maccabees. I also love being Jewish and learning about the mitzvot. I go to Shirin whenever I can. I live close to my parents and visit them often, though I like to be independent as possible. I read and write in both English and in Hebrew. I have lots to be thankful for. I have lots to be happy about. So why am I here sharing my life story with you? I'm sharing my life story with you because I hope that my experiences will motivate you to make the rest of the world a welcoming place. A place where people are more the same. A place where people are less different. I turn to each of you, asking you to reach out to your neighbors with disabilities and make them feel included. I ask you to think about including someone with special needs in your Shabbos plans or in a Sunday trip to the pizza shop. I ask you to think about the girl on your block who sits alone at Kiddush. I ask you to think about the girl around the corner who stays at home playing with her mother because her mom is her only real friend. You can reach out whenever you can. I ask you to teach your brothers and sisters. I ask you to educate your friends. I ask you to show your neighbors how to reach out too. Teach them not to be afraid. I know even very nice people may worry that it's hard to have long conversations with someone who is socially awkward. They may think it's hard to find an activity that someone in a wheelchair can participate in. People may think people with special needs need too much attention, and it's too hard. But just imagine if you were that person, and for the rest of your life, you couldn't speak well, or you were deaf, or you were socially awkward, or you were stuck in a wheelchair. Can you actually imagine that? Now, that's hard. Being friendly is easy. I am sure that when you touch the life of a kid with special needs, you will learn a whole lot, and that your life will be touched as well. I ask that you keep up the fabulous work you all do at Friendship Circle. I hope that you inspire others to follow in your ways of chesed. I ask all of you to help spread this message of inclusion. Please, let's all work to take away the prejudice. Please, let's all work to take away the fear. Please, let's all work to make our community more inclusive. Please, I am counting on you. Thank you for listening to what I have to say and for being such a great audience. I am happy to answer any questions you may have following the program. Feel free to ask me about my life, my experiences, or anything you want to know about special needs. Thank you.